What's up, guys? It's your boy Motorman Dan, and today we're going to be talking about the Molten Gold Trap. I'm recording this in a couple of different sections, so hopefully this all runs together smoothly. But the Molten Gold dispenses Molten Gold, damaging enemies. Gold-covered enemies drop special rune coin. Couple of things to note. Number one, it does physical damage, not fire damage. Number two, the question is, how many enemies do you need to pay itself back? We'll talk about that. Number three, you need to know this. On Endless, the Molten Gold debuff is considered, is what they call in the game file, shiny, or super shiny, or potion shiny, depending on if you have any of the unique upgrades. It is reduced with crowd control reduction. So as crowd control reduction becomes 80%, the debuff lasts 80% less. So it's harder to get coins later on. The best way to get money later on in the game in Endless is kill streaks, but early game it's going to be Molten Gold and combos. It can help you out, but it's not always necessary, and sometimes it's not great. The last thing to know about it is it's only worth one combo point, so the shiny debuff that it gives is not a combo, does not have a combo point with it. It's just the damage that does the combo, so it's only a 1 times combo trap multiplier, meaning it's not that good for running combos style kill boxes. If you're solo, if you're duo, you can definitely take it. There's going to be a good place for it, duo. But if you're solo and you're going for combos, you're not going to want to bring it. All right, the level upgrades is reduce cooldown even more. And the unique upgrades is to either drop potions or drop the big coins. Now, the small coins that it drops are worth 25 coin. The big coins that it drops is worth 50. I went ahead and asked Robot, and they told me how it works, which is good because I didn't quite know how it worked before. But essentially, in order to pay itself off, you have to kill 40 enemies with a 50% chance to drop 25 coins. So really, you have to kill 20 enemies total in order to pay itself off. Now, that's it without the big coin drop upgrade, because enemies have 50% drop chance for the small coins. Now, for the big coins, you need 14 small and 3 big, which is 17, versus the 20 that you need here, say 40, because it requires 20 of them, and since there's a 50% chance, it's going to be 50% of 40, which is 20. It's actually 34 enemies instead of 40 total enemies. So if you kill 34 enemies, you'll have a 50% chance to drop any coin and a 30% chance of that 50 to drop a large coin, which essentially makes it a 15%. So it's like a 35-15 split, which equates to, if you kill 34 enemies, you're going to get 14 small coins and 3 big coins out of the 34 enemies that you kill. So 17 you need to actually have coins from, but it's going to be 34. Now that's just how the math works out. Of course, if you get lucky and you get, 5 big coins and you need, less small coins or whatever. So for the potions, it's going to be the same thing. You're going to have 50% chance to drop anything. 30% of that 50 is going to be for potions, for health and mana. And then for the rest of it's going to be the small coin. And so you're going to have less of a chance of getting any coin at all, or coin in general, I should say, if you run the potions, because some of that drop chance is going to be taken up by potions. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Just know that it's going to be the case. And so with that, you're actually going to need to kill more enemies instead of less. Whereas it's less with the big coin chance to drop big coin. But you might want to run potions. I mean, who knows? I've theorized that potions could be useful in situations. I've never used it or had to use it for any purpose, but I theorize that they could be useful to some extent. So that's the math officially. We have been told, and so that's how it works. And now it's on to the game files. So the first thing we have here is a primary damage is 30. The primary status effect duration is 3 seconds. Now the primary status effect is shiny. So let's look at the status effect Protoss. Here we have shiny. And that is a default duration of 1, but it's actually 3 seconds. We know that because it told us. And then we have super shiny. And then we have potion shiny. Now, obviously, we know which one's which because of the names, but we've looked up in the past. We've looked up the GUI that it's representing. And so the shiny potion is, of course, health and mana. And then the super shiny is for the bigger coins, 50 coin piece. And then the regular shiny is for the smaller coins, 25. All right, if we look at the upgrades, we have reduced cooldown, which is -2, -2. That takes it from its 18-second cooldown to 16 seconds. Again, -2. And again, -2. So that takes it down to 12 seconds. The unique upgrade is gives it the potion shiny, as we see. And the other one gives it the super shiny. Here we have the molten gold. Under the trap Protoss, we can see that it is a cooldown of 18. Coin value of 500. And that's really all there is. I forgot to talk about its range. It's also a very long-range trap, similar to the gravity pillar and the lasers. It does have a bit of a delay. Not necessarily a trigger delay, but an animation delay from the gold falling from the top to the bottom of the map. So if you use it on something like split stairs, you'll see that a handful of enemies go through, trigger it before they get affected. Or they don't get affected, they keep moving, and then enemies behind them are affected. That being said, I like the Molten Gold Trap. It's a fun addition to the game when they brought it in. And the last, I guess the last thing to talk about is you unlock it with the Coldest Eyes DLC purchase. So it's a Coldest Eyes DLC trap. With that being said, guys, let me know your thoughts on it. Guys, as always, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and follow. I upload to YouTube and I stream on twitch.tv/MotenManDan, where we play Orcs and other tower defense games. And I will see you on the flip side. Deuces.